how do you think you can make a difference maybe for other people's lives through fitness?
Well, like I said, when I got into my mission, I was in awful shape. And I would look in the mirror, honestly, I would look in the mirror and I would be disgusted. Because before my mission, I was in great shape. I did the athlete search once before, and I was in the best, what I think was the best shape of my life. I was like 196, and I think about 13% body fat. I felt great, physically, but emotionally, I felt great, Then I got in for my mission, and while I was on my mission, I didn't have time to exercise like I do now. I didn't have the money to eat like I can now. And so my fitness kind of fell by the wayside. I get home and that's what I look like. And I know I'm not the only person in the world that looks in the mirror and is just like, man, I gotta do something about this. Or, I hate the way I look or whatever. I know I'm not the only one. I know it's a really common thing, And with the knowledge that I've gained as I've been into fitness for years, 1 and 2 since I've become a Phorm Legionnaire, it helps me to help other people find a solution to that. So where I might have a friend or I might meet somebody in the gym that I can tell is struggling, tell doesn't really know what to do, and I say to myself, well, let's go give them a tip. And I go over this. It actually just happened a couple weeks ago. I saw this guy, and I could tell he hadn't been doing it very much. And I saw him doing an incline press, and I noticed that the way he was doing it, he wasn't going to get the results that he wanted. So I went over to him and I said, "Hey man, can I give you a tip?" And he was like, "Yeah." And so I gave him some pointers on his technique, and he was really appreciative. And later on, he came to me again and said, "Hey, I just did this, and this. What do you think I should do next?" And I talked to him for a little while, and I was like, "You know what? If you want, I'll go home. I'll write you up a workout plan. I can email it to you." And he was like, "Oh man, that would be great. I really appreciate that." And so I did. And I emailed it to him, and I actually just got an email from him earlier this week. And he's only been doing it for a week, so I asked him to check with me every week until the announced one. And he said, "Hey Keith, how you doing? I've been doing that plan you sent me, and it's going really, really well. I know it's only been a week, but I'm already starting to see results." And that's such a good feeling, because when you give people advice, 1, you always wonder if they listen, and 2, with the knowledge that I've gained over the years, and especially these past few months, like I said, since I've been a Phorm Legionnaire, I can pass it on to somebody else, and then they put it into practice, and they start seeing it better in their lives. I get such a charge off that,
What made you want to be a part of the First Phorm program when it seems like you got a pretty good system as it is?
It's a really good question. So about 7 or 8 months before my mission is when I first found out about First Phorm. So this was like towards the end of 2014. Found out about First Phorm. I entered the athlete search. And I don't remember how I found out about him, but I remember I found out about him. And I liked him. And what I remember, telling people about First Phorm then was that they're trying to change the mentality of the fitness industry, where you go into like a Gold's Gym, right? And you just got all these juice heads, and for the most part, not all of them like this, but a lot of them, because you don't bench press as much as them, they think you're not as good. They think you don't deserve to be in there. And so First Phorm's trying to change that mentality, where it's instead of me, it's let me see how I can help you, and then I'll help myself. And I liked that, because we've all been in a situation where we've gone to the gym and we felt we were being judged because we weren't strong, or because we weren't in shape, or whatever. Nobody likes feeling like that. So I really liked that they wanted to change that. So then I ended up leaving for my mission for my church to Los Angeles in July 2015. And in Los Angeles there for 2 years. I moved around Los Angeles, just serving. I preached the gospel of Jesus Christ to those around me, but I would help in any way that I could. I'm a mechanic, and I work on cars. If I saw somebody on the road, I'd just go over and help them. If someone needed help moving, my companion and I, we'd help them. Whatever it was, we were for 2 years. That was my focus. Was how can I help somebody else what can I do to make somebody's day better? What can I do to make somebody's day easier? And it's the happiest I've been in my entire life. I've never been happier than I was, at least to this point. I've never been happier than I was on my mission. And I know it's because I wasn't thinking about myself. I wasn't thinking about my problems. I was thinking about Joe down the street who might be getting kicked out of his house. What can we do to help him? I was thinking about Sally, who her car is broken down. She can't make it to work, and she can't make money to feed her kids. What can we do to help her? I was thinking about Boris, who is looking for truth in his life and is looking for a better way to live. I was thinking about how, man, how am I going to eat the rest of this month? I'm not enough money. That stuff didn't matter. Fast forward now, since I've been home about 6 months now, 5-6 months, and the more I've learned about Phorm, the more I've learned that they have that same mentality. They don't have the mentality of, oh, I have this going wrong in my life. They have the mentality of, yeah, you know what, I have this going wrong in my life, but my buddy down the street has it way worse. What can I do to help him? And my problems will work themselves out. Like for instance, right now they're doing this thing called 30 for 30 for the kids, where they challenged everybody that knows about them to donate $30 and then do these certain workouts for 30 days, for the 30 days of December, or in December, and each day that you miss, you got to donate some more money. If you don't, then you don't have to. But anyway, they took all this money and they bought Christmas presents for all these underprivileged kids that wouldn't have presents otherwise. I love that, I love that there are still people in the world, there are still people in the world that have that service mentality. Every package I get from them is a handwritten note. I went up when I was in Missouri. The headquarters in St. Louis. When I was in Missouri, my Legionnaire coach set it up to where I could go up there and see the headquarters, and it was awesome. Not just the facility. The facility was super impressive, but it was even more impressive was the people, because they are. You see people on social media, you see people on movies, TV, whatever, and you have this idea, right? But then when you meet someone in person, a lot of times it's different. These guys were the same in person as they were everywhere else that I've seen them. And even I met the CEO, Andy Frizzell. I met the VP, Sal Frizzell. Andy's like a multi-millionaire. He's got all these cars. He's got a freaking awesome business, and he was so cool. Like he was in the middle of getting ready to go to a meeting, super busy, and he took time out of what he was doing to say hey to me, shake my hand, and get a picture with me. And he said he would have talked to me when he was really busy and stayed around and chat, but that's all good. But seeing all of that made me want to be a part of that company even more, because they practice what they preach, and what they're preaching is really good.
Speaking of being part of the company, you spent 2 years of your life basically serving other people. and then you come back and you're helping people in the gym, that sort of thing. So you got that side down, but at the same time, what makes you want to be a First Phorm athlete, to work with the company even more, that sort of thing. So turning it more back onto you.
Yeah. I guess the main thing is I feel that with what I learned on my mission, what I've learned so far since I've been home, that I can be an asset at First Phorm. That as one of their athletes, that I can be somebody that people look to on social media, in person, whatever, that they really feel that I can help them, that I will help them, one. And two, they can look at me and say, if he became a First Phorm athlete, why can't I? If he became an icon of the fitness industry, why can't I? He did it. Look at him in July 2017, and look at him now. If he can do all that, why can't I? And I feel that First Phorm can help me to go beyond where I'm at now, that can help me to become better, and as well, I see all their athletes. I think once a year they have an athlete weekend where all the athletes come out to First Phorm headquarters. They go to Missouri, they go to the Forcello Farms, all these things, and they have an athlete weekend, and they work out together, they hang out together, they do all these things. And there's a great group of people. I see them, and at least what I see, and if they're anything like the people that work for First Phorm, I know they're the same in person. You couldn't ask for a better group of people to be around. You couldn't ask for a better group of people to push you. One of the things that I've tried to do for a long time now is surround myself with the people that expect the best out of me, and in turn, I expect the best out of them. And then you have a group of people that are pushing each other to be better than what they are now, and so you progress. Because if I'm pushing you to be your best, and I'm giving you crap, and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, and you're doing the same for me, you and me, we're gonna be doing better. And then so you look at First Phorm now, okay, and all their athletes, their company, all right, and you have this whole organization of people that are pushing each other to be their best. And I know I can fit in there and help push them to be their best. And not only that, even more than that, I know that they can help me to be better. And the help that they can, and the help that I know that I would get would help me to help other people more. Okay. And I see the people there. I see the people that work there. I see their athletes, and honestly, it would be an honor. I would be extremely humbled to be accepted into that group. They call themselves elite athletes, and I really think that adjective elite, I think that 110% applies to this group. And I would be humbled and honored to be part of that, what I consider to be an elite group in the fitness industry, not just in the fitness industry, but in society.